This is the coolest day since I ran in the snow. If you don't know, I do it in the snow, I do it in the heat, I do it in the rain, and yes, I'm gonna do it if it's beautiful. It's around 65, real good, real comfortable run. I'm thinking that this is it. This is where it's gonna be at, all the way up until January, which is cool. But it is a little windy. That's the only thing that I'm don't want to stay around. It's windy. It's about 25, 30 miles per hour with a gust of about 40 or 50. So yeah, it's good weather, but I mean, you don't want this every single day like this, windy. Because then when you start running, your walls start watering and all these things like that. But we got a good show today. This is the Walk Down Season 3. I think this is episode 134 or 136, one of the two. I really don't know. We're a minute in on this walk, 4 miles running. We're gonna keep this at 30 minutes. Been going a little bit over. Not gonna do it today. Got to keep it right. Half of the week is gone. 2 more days left. 2 more days left. You know what I'm saying? Just 2 more days, and we ready to rock and roll. And what I think I've been getting because a lot of YouTubers that I'm subscribed to, I'm getting their notifications a day or two late. So I think YouTube is I don't know what's going on, but the notifications are not going out properly. So you might be watching this after the show, or you might be watching this tomorrow. Because like I said, some of these content creators that I am subscribed to, I'm not getting notifications directly when they go live. I'm getting notifications like the next day or the day after, which is unusual. So always be aware, you know, if you're a content creator, understand what's going on. Because I've been seeing it, and a couple of more people have been seeing it too, that the notifications are going out late. Appreciate y'all for joining me. I'm your host, the one and only Stock Sniper. Thank you for joining the show. I just ran 4 miles, and this is the walk down, where I walk another mile, mile and a half, mile and a quarter to a mile and a half, sometime more than that, depending on how much I'm running my mouth. You know, I am training for a marathon. If you're just not joining the channel, I am training for a marathon, and I like doing this walk down because it's really like 2 workouts in one. And I like coming on here talking and watching the people come in and go back and forth occasionally when I can. Also, guys, I'm on the live, right? But a lot of times since I'm exercising, I can't read every single message, right? So understand that and be aware, you know, that if I pass up your message, that does not mean that I'm neglecting you. That just means that I'm working out and I can't read every single comment, you know, because, you know, I'm working out, you know. But I appreciate y'all for joining. I will try to get better at that, though, as far as reading the comments as I'm walking, you know. But, you know, running 4 miles, and even though I might make it look easy, you know, but running 4 miles every day and then doing a second workout, which this is a second workout, of walking another mile and a half or more. So I got to keep that in mind, guys. Appreciate y'all for joining me. Appreciate y'all for joining me. In this show, we're talking about, man, Donald Trump, he needs to give the people their food stamps, guys. It is an emergency, right? And it's 6 billion in a fund that is directly tied to emergencies. And yes, when kids don't eat, when veterans and senior citizens are basically not getting their food stamps on time, that is an emergency, right? And in my opinion, you know, just like I say all the time on this channel, I voted for Donald Trump, guys. You know, but just like that, you know, I am not some people like to call me a MAGA and all this here. I am not MAGA. I vote for who is in the best interest of me and my family, but at the same time, I hold them accountable for what they're doing. And for Donald Trump not to, well, he still got a few more days. I ain't gonna. I pray that he gone and release those food stamps because he has the authority to do it. It's $6 billion in a trust fund that's particularly for this type of situation, right? It's veterans, right? It's veterans, disabled veterans. I have disabled veterans in my family. You know, my family, I come from a line of military. I have cousins, right, that have fought in wars and lost limbs, right? And guess what? They are entitled to get their food stamps, right? We got elderly people, you know what I'm saying, that deserve to get their food stamps. We got kids, right? Little young kids, even though these parents make dumb, stupid mistakes. That's just like, if I see somebody, as an example, chat, if I see somebody, I hope y'all can hear me, it's kind of windy. If I see somebody digging in and eating out of a trash can, guys, you know, the inside of me, right, is going to want to go get them something to eat, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we love earning, spending less, and making proper investments. But once you're in a position to help people out, and it's not going to hurt you in no kind of way, you know what I'm saying? You should be able to help the people, right? It's not going to cost Donald Trump not one red cent, guys, to activate that fund, so nobody will go without their food stamps, bro. He has the ability to activate that fund at any given chance. I don't understand why J.D. Vance is a guy that was raised on food stamps. Why J.D. Vance is not calling out Donald Trump, guys? Why J.D. Vance is not standing up? You know what I'm saying? Why J.D. Vance is not standing up for what he believes in, guys? That's a good question, because J.D. Vance grew up on food stamps, bro. And yes, a lot of these parents and these people make bad choices, but we don't take it out on the kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if I see somebody digging in the trash can, man, I am not, the inside of me as a person and the things that God has instilled in me won't let me pass up a person and not say nothing. And I see them eating out of a trash can. You know what I'm saying? See, that's the thing about some people, bro. The character of an individual. We can have all the scholars, all the investments. If God bless you with a mind where you can earn, spend less, and make proper investments, if God bless you where your parents and your grandparents can pass you stuff down, bro, the other side of it is looking out for other people, man. That's the other side of it, is looking out for other people. Pass a clean bill. The other side of it is looking out for other people. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump is wrong, bro. I'm gonna say it first. You know what I'm saying? Because I talk about Donald Trump all the time on this channel. I've been following Donald Trump for a very long time. I read The Art of the Deal as a kid. I tried to do the deals as far as his practices as the real estate side, as long as it's legit. I tried it all. You know what I'm saying? I remember when everybody was trying to learn real estate from Donald Trump back in the 90s, guys. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? I'm also gonna call him out on this bullshit, bro. I'm also gonna call him out on this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he's not perfect though, but I pray that God put it on his heart, because he knows they lied to us today, guys. They lied to us, bro. The Republicans came out and lied and said that they cannot tap in to that emergency fund. That emergency fund that's there. They lied today, guys, and said that they cannot tap into it. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump is not even trying to entertain it, bro. As of right now. As of right now, he's not trying to entertain it. We got 3 days left, bro. November 1st November's right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? It's multiple ways that Donald Trump will say, look, man, I have the power you know what I'm saying, to activate the emergency money so people will not go hungry, for these kids won't go hungry, bro. For these veterans, you know what I'm saying, that are disabled won't go hungry. You know what I'm saying? For these veterans that are disabled won't go hungry. For the senior citizens, people that are 70 or 80 years old can't go hungry. Yes, they probably make some bad choices, but we don't be bitter. You know what I'm saying? We don't act bitter. When God blesses you, when God blesses you, when God blesses your family, our job is to bless others. That's our job, is to bless others. That's how God blesses us even more and blesses the blessings that you get from God. It goes down to your kids. You teaching your kids character. You teaching them great morals and principles. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, man, I'm saying it right now. I'm the first one to say it. You know what I'm saying? I praise Donald Trump and all this and all this, that, and the third. At the same time, I can say when he wrong. And he wrong, man. He wrong. Kelly Wilmer said hi. Hey, what's up, Kelly? Wilmer, Rick Grims, chase that orange hoodie guy. For what? Sherman Freeman, pass a clean CR bill. Bird up, stay blessed, and safe, brother. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all for joining me. Thank y'all for coming in and rocking with me. It's kind of windy. It's about 60 degrees here. This is the best day since right after it snowed. So yes, we put the work in the snow, in the heat, in the rain, and also when it's feeling amazing and feeling great. Only thing, we pray that God touches Donald Trump and gives him and tell him to activate that fund and give it to the people. That's give it to the people so they won't lose their stamps, guys. He has the ability to make that happen. You know what I'm saying? He has the ability to make that happen. And he needs to do that ASAP. Government shutdown, day 28. Today is day 28 of the government shutdown. November 1st is another big day. It's two things happening on November 1st. People are not going to get their food stamps. And then people that are signing up for the Affordable Care Act premiums are going to go up. So Donald Trump, I understand that that's going to be kind of difficult because they're battling about that. The food stamps has nothing to do with this, what they're going through with the Affordable Health Care Act. Why, Stock Sniper? Because Donald Trump has the ability right now to transfer those funds to the SNAP program. No, he has the ability right now to say all he has to do is have a good heart and think about somebody eating out of a trash can, bro. That's all you gotta think about, man. You gotta think about, you can't think about, well, he make his bed, he gotta lie in it. That's not what we're about, guys. That's not what we're about. I wouldn't care if I seen somebody eating out of a trash can. I'm not gonna be thinking, oh, he should have did what he's supposed to have did. He wouldn't be living like that. No, I'm not. That's not how I'm wired, guys. That's not how most Americans are wired. Most people are not bitter and selfish. You know what I'm saying? Most people will help somebody if they see them eating out of a trash can like that, out of a dumpster. They call them dumpster divers. Every time I see a dumpster diver, I gotta go over there, man. No. Long as I'm here, long as I see you, you're not finna eat out of this dumpster. I'm gonna go over here and get you something to eat. That's how we're wired as Americans, guys. Right? That's how we're wired. We're wired to have a soft heart, especially if God has blessed you. Especially if God has blessed you. Your job is to help the unfortunate, not with expecting nothing in return. That way, God is looking and watching everything that we do. Everything that we do, God is looking and God is watching, chat. And guess what? What we have to remember is that once God blesses you, it is our duty to bless others. Right? It's our duty to bless others. I guarantee you, there's a whole lot of people in that Donald Trump administration and that MAGA that really is, they scared to say something, right? I can't believe JD Vance is actually not saying anything, guys. He's not saying anything. They're covering it up and they're lying. They're lying. They're saying that it is against federal law for them to transfer those funds. That's a flat out lie. Those funds are there for emergencies. They are there for emergencies. And if anybody think that this is not an emergency, something wrong with you, man. Something wrong with you. If you think that what's going on right now, that these SNAP benefits, nobody's gonna get their food stamps on November 1st. We're not talking about the mistakes people made right now. This live is not about the mistakes that people make. Yes, we understand that people make mistakes, but at the same time, you gotta have a kind heart and have the ability to help others. I don't wanna see nobody starve, bro. I don't wanna see nobody starve. You know what I'm saying? And on the flip side, Hakeem Jeffries and all these guys, and Maxine Waters, and Reverend Al Sharpton, and AOC, and all these guys on the other side, they have to start telling people straight up like this. Y'all need to start educating y'allself. That's what they need to start telling people. Y'all have to stop depending on somebody to feed you, because if you let somebody feed you, you will also let them starve you. That's what the Democrats need to start doing. They need to start telling these people about earning, spending less, and making proper investments. Stop protesting on Wall Street. That sends a mixed message to the people that follow you. Stop protesting on Wall Street. Stop it. That's sending mixed messages to people. That's telling the people that's following them ain't no reason to be investing. That's what they're telling them. So what they need to do, you know what I'm saying, they need to start telling these people, man, y'all need to find something that y'all love to do. Y'all need to try to master it and go to work, save your money, invest, earn, spend less and invest, earn, spend less and save. You know, they got to start telling these people these type of things. They have to start giving these people that type of help. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? A closed mouth don't get fed. A closed mouth don't get fed. Appreciate y'all for joining me. I am your host, the one on the Stock Sniper. And man, it's windy out here. And we moving and we rocking and rolling. Appreciate y'all for joining me. We right on time. Donald Trump is wrong though, man. He don't want to activate the funds to give the people what they need, what the kids need to eat, bro, in November and December. You know, we know that this government shutdown is gonna last a while, bro. We know this already. You know, I already predicted 30 days, and we coming up on that right now. And guess what, guys? I'm gonna make another prediction. I'm gonna make another prediction after the 30 days is up. Well, on November 1st, I'm gonna make another prediction if they have not came to the table and made an agreement by that date. And in my opinion, they are not going to have an agreement made by then, guys. They're not. They're not going to have an agreement made by then. Donald Trump is wrong for not activating those funds and moving them around to the SNAP benefit program, so these kids and these elderlies and these veterans that are disabled will not go without their food stamps, guys. This is not the time to start judging people how they live their life. This is another day for that. As you're giving it to them, you need to be telling them that. That's how that works, guys. You just don't act like you don't have a kind heart and just say forget them. You don't do that. Yes, you done heard me say on this channel before. I've said it years ago. I've been saying it for a very long time that they probably need to end that program, but it's steps to it. You just don't cut it off. You know, you just don't do that. It's steps to it. You know, you gotta teach. You know, you gotta give some people some guidance. You gotta give them some type of something to look forward to. You gotta teach them how to, because a lot of these people don't even understand how to they don't understand how to make the first step. A lot of them don't understand that, guys. They don't understand how to make the first step. You know, and it's our job to try to lead them to make the first step. A lot of them, and I believe in my heart, a lot of them just came up in the wrong way, and a lot of them is just needing a boost. Now, some of them, you know, you can't save all of them, but you can each one teach one. If you can save one or two, you know, that is a job well done. You know, but you can't just let them move off to the wayside, man, and let them go hungry. It's not cool. That's not right. That's not who we are. That's not human. That's not humane. And it's definitely not American. People help people all the time, guys. You know, people help people all the time, especially senior citizens. You know, and guess what, guys? He wrong, man. Donald Trump is wrong, bro. If he don't do that by the November 1st, he dead to the wrong. You know, I understand, you know, you're making all your bills and stuff, but you got to think about the people on the bottom. You got to think about the people on the bottom. You got to have a heart. You know, you got to have a heart. You got to show that, hey, I appreciate where I came from. I appreciate where I'm at right now. And I got to make sure others, not just the people that rock with me, not just the people that do what I say do. You'll see, Donald Trump got a bad habit of that, guys. He got a bad habit of trying to be a mob boss. He got a bad habit, you know what I'm saying, of not looking out for everybody. He's supposed to be looking out not just for the people that rock with him, but you gotta look out for the people that don't rock with you too. But the thing is this: a lot of people that's on Medicare and food stamps, a lot of these people vote Democrat. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people that are on these food stamps and get this government assistance, 8 out of 10 of them either, well, if you don't vote, that's a vote for the other side. That's what they've been saying. So I would say out of the majority of people that are on those food stamps, half of them vote. Other half don't vote. So guess what? That means that 100% of them, 10 out of 10 of them, are on the Democratic side. Because if you don't vote, that's just like voting for the other side. So guess what? That Donald Trump also told us, bro. He told us, chat, that all these Democratic policies and all this Democratic stuff ain't having it no more. Straight like that. But guess what? Donald Trump wrong, man. He's wrong for not shifting that money over there so these people can have their food stamps. Shift it over there, but then tell them, look, it's time for y'all to wake up. It's time for y'all to start going to school, learn something. It's time for y'all to get some structure in y'all life, in other words. What's up, ATM Tim? How you doing, bro? It's time for y'all to get some structure in your life. That's how you do it. You teach while you give. While you're giving, while you're breaking bread, you're teaching at the same time. You just don't cut them off and don't say nothing. You know, you just don't cut them off and just don't say nothing. And the Democrats, what they need to do, instead of always complaining and blaming, what they need to do is start talking like I'm talking right now to they voters and they supporters. Talking to these people and telling them, look, y'all see what's going on. It's time to find something you love to do. It's time to go out and make a living for yourself. It's time to go out and be stable and live your life as a stable person, which a stable person goes out and go to work every single day. A stable person takes care of their family. A stable person don't depend on no government to feed them. Because if you let them feed you, you gonna let them starve you too. That's what they need to start telling these people. That need to be in the memo. That needs to be in the memo. That's what they need to tell them in the memo. Okay, let's see what's going on. James, who did you hear this from? A Republican? Go figure. Where did I hear what? Where did I hear what? What are you talking about? Donald Trump has the ability to transfer funds from one fund to the SNAP benefit program so those people so those people will be able to get their food stamps in November. He has the ability to do that. Right now, he can tell the person that's over the SNAP benefit program, we're gonna transfer these funds over here, because there is a $6 billion fund specifically for a situation like this. We seen it during COVID. How you think those people got extra food stamps? Because Joe Biden shifted the same fund that I'm talking about right now. He shifted funds from this fund to that fund so people won't starve during the pandemic. And guess what? Donald Trump has the ability to do it right this second. Right this second. Right this second, he has the ability to transfer funds. So these states and these people won't, and these kids and these veterans that are retired veterans that are handicapped won't starve. He has the ability to do that right now. Donald Trump wrong. He wrong, man. He wrong. That's just like if it's like chat. Nobody in this, if you see somebody eating out of a trash can, a dumpster diving, and they eating the food, you gonna have to feel some type of way. And if you got the money, hey, look, man, you ain't gotta do that, bro. I will buy you something to eat. You don't have to, you not finna dumpster dive and eat this food out of this dumpster right in front of my face. You're not gonna do it. In other words, I don't wanna see nobody starve, bro. I don't wanna see nobody starve. And that's what's happening right now. It's not gonna come out of Donald Trump's budget or pocket or nothing. He just gave Argentina. He just gave Argentina, the president of Argentina, he just gave them 40 billion. You know why Donald Trump gave them the 40 billion? Because that female over there in Argentina kissed the ring. So if he can move funds to do that, it's already emergency funds. Like I talk about an emergency fund all the time on this channel. You should always have an emergency fund just in case an emergency happens. It's $6 billion in an emergency fund right now. All Donald Trump got to do is switch it. And if you have any hiccups, all you got to do is go to Congress. And they pass an emergency bill to move the funds from this spot to that spot. Donald Trump can write an executive order. He can write an executive order declaring an emergency, like the governor did in Louisiana. The governor of Louisiana declared this an emergency. So the people in Louisiana won't starve. So the people in Louisiana will see their benefits. I think the governor in South Carolina did the same thing. The governor of Texas, I got something for you too, Greg Abbott. Greg Abbott and DeSantis in Florida. Y'all so much far to the right, y'all so much up on Donald Trump's ass that y'all can't do the right thing and declare an emergency for your state and fund the food stamp program for your state, so these kids and these veterans that are disabled won't starve, won't go out without their food stamps come in the next 4 or 5 days. Just like I talk good about Trump on this channel. Guess what? I'm gonna call him out on his bullshit. Yes, I'm gonna call him out on his bullshit. Yes, and it's people that come in the chat when I'm talking about Donald Trump. I get all kind of messages. I get all kind of messages. I get all kind of Instagram messages. People calling me a MAGA and all this and all that there. But you're not really looking into what's going on. If I was MAGA, I wouldn't be saying nothing. I would be acting like J.D. Vance. I would be acting like Greg Abbott, which is the governor of my state. I would be acting like DeSantis. And I wouldn't be talking about this. I wouldn't be saying Donald Trump wrong. He dead wrong. He got 3 days to make it work. He dead wrong. Gone, Donald Trump, I know you'll never hear this. Go on and transfer those funds to the SNAP program and stop lying to us and telling us that you can't do it. Stop telling that person that's over the SNAP program who changed the rules. Stop it. You got veterans, disabled veterans, bro, that depend on their food stamps, that look forward to their food stamps and went and fought wars. I'm talking about combat veterans that went and fought wars, limbs lost in wars, that's not able, that they got the memo stating that their food stamps won't come on. Can you imagine, guys, serving in Vietnam, losing a limb, combat? I ain't talking about somebody that's cutting hair in the military or somebody, you know, even though you know, that's good. I'm talking about somebody that fought on the ground. Combat, lost his leg, and get a memo that he ain't getting his food stamps. That's cold, bro. That's bad business. That's bad right there, man. That's cold. J.D. Vance, you fought in wars. J.D. Vance fought in wars. J.D. Vance come from the military. J.D. Vance was on food stamps as a kid. Stop being quiet. Talk and run your mouth. Because it ain't right, man. It's wrong. It's wrong. And if anybody voted for Donald Trump, anybody voted for Donald Trump and ain't speaking on that, you wrong too. You ain't too high on your high horse that you don't think about the people that's on the bottom. Don't beat it. I hope he ain't the type of person that'll see somebody eating in a dumpster and won't say, hold up, man, I'm finna go ahead and buy you something to eat, man, because I got a heart. I can't stand somebody that think they shit don't stink. I can't stand them. I said it. Cold lick, man. And then lie right to our face. And the Democrats ain't no better, because they, instead of them telling the people about earning, spending less and invest, these dummies, what they do is they go on Wall Street and protest. One of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen in my life. And then they wonder why the people like Donald Trump, who at the top, acting the way he act. You're supposed to be leading and teaching your people about earning, spending less and making proper investments. You're supposed to want them to invest in the stock market. You're supposed to want them to invest in themselves. It's all a trap and a setup. It's all a trap and a setup. They think they working together, but guess what? When it come to somebody else somewhere else in a whole nother country getting something, ain't no back and forth. I said that 2 years ago. Ain't no back and forth. They tripping for real. Now they really tripping because you got war veterans, people that done fought in wars, that's disabled, that's getting the memo that their food stamps is getting cut off. That's crazy. I ain't got time to be worrying about the Pookies and the Ray Rays and the Shaniquas. Them I ain't worrying about them. I'm worrying about elders, Vietnam veterans that went to war and can't get their food stamps, and kids, man. And Bunquisha and Shaniqua and Pookie and Ray Ray, y'all got to get y'all shit together. If Reverend Al Sharpton, AOC, Jasmine Crockett ain't telling y'all this, y'all need to get y'all shit together. This is a wake up to everybody that's on that stuff. You got to get your shit together and understand. Jasmine Crockett's not gonna tell you that. Reverend Al Sharpton is not gonna tell you that. AOC ain't gonna tell you this. All they're gonna do is blame it on Donald Trump. They gotta start telling y'all, you gotta go to school. This should be a learning lesson. Go to school, learn something. Go to school, learn something. Earn, spend less, start investing, and teach it to your kids and grandkids. That way you won't be in this situation no more. But guess what? Ain't none of them saying that. None of them saying that. None of them saying that. That should be a light bulb should go off. That right there is a red flag. It's a red flag. All they want to do is blame it on Donald Trump, which he wrong, because he got to have some type of heart about himself and activate the funds so these people won't starve. He got to do it. And on the other side, on the other end, we got to start telling these people, man, you got to wake up. Stay out the club. Stop being lazy. Stop being a bozo. Stop being a bum. And find something you spend your time on learning something. A skill, a trade. I talked about that yesterday. Make a earn. Spend less. Start investing into the stock market. Learn how to bridge the gap. Like that bridge over there, all you gotta do is bridge the gap. So you and your family could go to this side to that other side over there. That's how it works, chat. And guess what, man? And as long as the people I just named, AOC and all these revenue, as long as they, and Jeff Crocker, as long as they keep acting like they acting, guess what's gonna happen? Some more stuff is, they gonna cut some more stuff off, bro. They gonna cut some more stuff off. In other words, all the playing is over with. All the playing is over with. All the playing is over with. If you want to shine, you got to grind. If you want to shine, you got to grind. And if you ain't doing that, you're wasting your time. When certain people gonna figure that out? And this is the time to figure it out right now. I said it 4 years ago. I said it 8 years ago. I'm gonna say it again. I said it at the end of 24. We are witnessing right now a class in financial literacy. Right now. Pay attention to what's going on. And you being taught financial literacy right now, every single day. But guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna try to throw us off. Well, they can't throw me off. They're gonna try to throw people off. Worrying about the verses with the Hot Boys and Cash Money. Worrying about the football game that's coming on. Worrying about Jake Paul fighting Tank Davis. All these, etc., etc., etc. NBA YoungBoy, which I think is a plant, that's a totally different live right there. Yeah, I said it. He's a plant. All of it was a setup. They didn't just give him they just didn't give him a pardon for no reason at all. And all of a sudden he the hottest thing. They try to say he hotter than Michael Jackson. They didn't just give NBA YoungBoy a pardon just because they liked his music. Hope y'all understand that. Donald Trump did not give NBA YoungBoy a pardon just because he liked him. It's a specific reason, and I've connected all the dots. But that's a totally different line. That's a totally different live. I connected the dots from the ground. I connected the dots, chat, on the real reason why Donald Trump pardoned NBA YoungBoy. I'm gonna give you a hint. I was told from boots on the ground that you got 5 or 6 year old kids at these concerts. singing NBA young boy lyrics better than they know their ABCs. They know NBA young boys lyrics song for song, all the murder, 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 kill, 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 all the drill music, but they don't know their ABCs. They don't know how to read. They don't know their 1, 2, 3s. That's a hint, but that's another live. Y'all know how I can get. I can just keep going. But that's a whole nother live right there. Be on the lookout for that live. The name of that live is going to be 3 examples on why Donald Trump pardoned NBA YoungBoy. That live is coming up. And I systematically broke it down and I put everything in order together and I linked it all together, and I know the reason why. If you listen to my 5 minutes ago, you kind of get a hint. I hear you. I shine and grind. The plan, yeah. Appreciate you for joining me, Tori. Chat, I gotta make it more because I'm working out. I ran 4 miles. I done went over 30 minutes, so I'm talking a little bit too much. This was only supposed to last it a mile and a half or a mile and a quarter. I'm well over a mile and a quarter. I'm about a mile and a half right now. So I got to go to the other side. So appreciate y'all for joining me. And what I plan on doing, I have to start reading the chat, a little bit more. But when you're working out, it's kind of difficult, especially when you just got through running 4 miles. It's kind of difficult to read every comment. But I got to start doing that a little bit better. Start communicating with more people in the chat. Yeah, it's cool out here. It's kind of cold. It's about 60 degrees. Feel real, real good. Feel real, real good. But the main thing is Donald Trump wrong. He wrong. He can easily transfer those funds. Now we got to start questioning why. Why you won't transfer the funds so the people at the bottom can get their food stamps in 3 or 4 more days? Is it because your analytics is telling you that those people don't vote for you? Because majority of those people don't vote. Some of them do, some of them don't. And the ones that do, the analytics say that they're going to vote for Democrat. Well, they also say if you don't vote, that's just like voting for the other person. So in other words, is this a direct target on the people at the bottom? Is this a direct target to the people, for the people on the bottom? That's the next thing that's going through my head. That's what I'm thinking about now, because why would you want to do people like that without a heads up? Well, Stock Sniper, I done heard you say a lot of times that they need to get rid of food stamps. Yes, I think they should get rid of food stamps, but just don't cut it off like that. It's a program, it's steps. It's steps to it. It's levels to it. It's levels to it, like the 12-step program. It's levels to it. You cannot be on food stamps your whole entire life. And all you do is go to the club on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. All you do is go to the hair salon and get your nails done and your wig and all this here. All you do is buy a Don Julio. You know what I'm saying? All you do is sit at home and play the video game. All you do is sit at home and get high all day. And you don't go to work. You make a earn, but it's the wrong type of earn. And you ain't spending less, and you ain't making proper investments. So it's a certain type of people. It's a certain type of people that act a certain type of way that needs to be eliminated from that. But at the same time, because those people are scamming the system. Those are the people I'm talking about. But then at the same time, Hey, if I'm gonna help you, that's just like if my brother fall off on hard time, and he say, man, I need you to house me and I need you to clothe me. Oh, I need you to house me. I need you to feed me. Okay, you got to have a plan. You have to go get a job with it. You going to get a job? Are you looking for a job? Yes, I got a job, bro. Okay. Uh, uh, uh. Tell me, what is your plan? What is your 1 or 2 year plan so you can get on your own? Just like a baby. A baby don't stay on a bottle all its life. It's steps and it's different steps and stages of a baby's life where they grow up and be their own person. That's what I mean. That's what I mean when I say they need to cut that stuff off. I don't mean cut it off like right now. If anybody heard me say that, and when I said they need to cut off food stamps, that I meant just automatically cut it off like they're doing right now. I didn't mean it like that. I mean it like it's steps. You know, like I got family members that's been on housing and food stamps long as I've been alive. So when your kids are grown, why are you still on housing? Why are you still on food stamps? Why are you still scamming the system? It's that right there is made for people that make bad decisions, and kind of like the AA program. You make bad decisions and you want to try to turn off a new leaf. Yes, we'll help you, but you have to go to school. You got to go to a nursing school. You got to go to barber school. You got to go to electrician school, plumbing, whatever the case may be. You fill in the blank, but you got to show some kind of progress, right? And we're gonna wean you off of this stuff. If you want to be lazy and you want to be a bum, we're gonna kick you off, just like that. You know, just like a drug program. You go to the halfway house and you gotta abide by the rules of the drug program. If you wanna come to drug program and you wanna act like Pookie and Ray Ray and bump Quisha and Shaniqua, then we're gonna kick you off the program. That's what I mean when I say they need to cut food stamps and not Medicaid, but food stamps and housing. That's what I meant. You help the people and you wing them off and you give them a plan and they got to work the plan. If they want to be lazy, and don't want to kick the spirit of laziness, then guess what? Oh, we can't help you no more. You got to go. That's just like a 50-year-old still living with his mama and don't want to work. And all the 50-year-old want to do is drink beer, smoke cigarettes, and sit out on that crate over there on MLK. Don't want to have nothing, don't want to do nothing in life, just wasting life. Like that. That's what I meant by when I said they need to cut that stuff off. Because so many people, and I know people, that scamming the system. But as far as kids and veterans, disabled veterans, Donald Trump wrong. He wrong. So I hope I explained that very, very well for the people in the back that say, bro, I heard you say they need to cut off food stamps altogether. But you didn't get the rest of it. You only heard the one part. So I broke it down right now. The main part. They got people that get food stamps and sell them 2 for 1. Those type of people that get $500 in food stamps and then go find somebody that got money and sell it to them a wholesale on food stamps. I got $500 worth of food stamps. Give me $250, you can have them all. That's a scam on both sides. And then they take the money and go buy dope with it. They take the money and go buy cigarettes. They take the money and go to the club. They take the money and go trick it off on a hoe. This, that, and the third, fill in the blank on however you want to look at it. That's what they do. That's how it works. Those are the people that need to be eliminated. But anybody else, we're going to help you. That's what I meant when I say that. But just to cut it off directly, that's not right. That's wrong. And Donald Trump wrong. And I'm the first to say it. I praise him all the time. Donald Trump, the opportunity zones. Donald Trump, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. Donald Trump is about the stock market. I'm about the stock market. Donald Trump is about real estate. I'm about real estate. The art of the deal. I read that book about 30 times in the 90s. But when you wrong, you wrong. I'm gonna call you out on your bullshit. And he wrong. He got 3 days to November 1st to make the shit right. You got 3 days, man, to have a heart. Investors and guys that's earning and spending less and investing ain't bozos, bro. Ain't cold-hearted like that. Nah. So like I say all the time on this channel, you could be a billionaire and still be a bozo. You can have all the stocks. You can have all the real estate. You can have everybody kissing your ring, but you're a bozo and something wrong with you. If you want to see somebody starve, something wrong with you. If you earning, spending less and investing, and you seeing somebody eating out of the dumpster and don't say nothing or try to do nothing about it, don't try to help them, something wrong with you. See, the game, this game, earning, spending less and investing. The other part is helping people. That's the other part of it. Helping people. Helping people. That's how you get your blessings. That's how your kids get blessed. That's how your grandkids get blessed. And also, you're teaching your kids and grandkids how to have empathy, how to have a heart. Grandson, son, daughter, granddaughter, niece, great nephew. Guess what? We earn, we spend less and invest. We don't do it for selfishness. We do it to help others. It's a blessing to help others. What would I get out of if I see a guy right now eating out of a dumpster and I just look at him and don't pay attention to him and keep going? What type of person does that make me as the stock sniper? What kind of person would that make me as an advocate of earning, spending less, and investing? What am I doing it for? What am I doing it for? For selfishness? And everybody else is kissing the ring because I'm the man? No. Don't work like that. So yes, I come on here. And at the same time, if you're wrong, you're wrong. I ain't no yes man. This ain't the yes man channel. It's not. This is not the yes man channel. So everybody that come on here in the chat, I don't know what to call y'all, but y'all come on here. I'm always talking about Donald Trump. I've been talking about Donald Trump since the 90s. It's nothing new. I'm just on the internet with it now. So all y'all that come in my Instagram, text me on my phone and call me MAGA. Hope you text me back and say, bro, I take that back. You ain't MAGA. Because MAGA gonna go with anything Donald Trump say. I'm not MAGA, bro. I'm not. And that's what it is. I like the policies. The policies have benefited me and my family. That's like a business partner. But if you're wrong, you're wrong. And the people on the other side, they direct advocate. They're 1,000% against what my values are. They're 1,000% against how I was raised. So I gotta go what's gonna benefit me and my family. But at the same time, if you're wrong, you're wrong. It ain't gonna hurt. It ain't gonna hurt them to transfer those funds so those people could get their food stamps. It ain't gonna hurt them, man. Not one bit. Now understand about the health situation. They don't want to give the health. They don't want to give the lifeline for the illegal immigrants. I understand that because I believe that if you break the law to come over here illegally, you should know. Okay, if you come over here illegally, you're on your own. I'm not gonna give you no. You're not gonna get the benefits of a regular American if you come over here illegally. If you break the law to come over here, you're not going to get the regular benefits of a regular American. Now I understand that. But if I could move this to that, so these real American kids can eat, and these veterans, these disabled veterans can eat, I'm going to do that. That has nothing to do with the argument of the affordable health care and funding of the, all this extra money that they want so these illegal immigrants, these illegals could come and get free health care and all this other kind of stuff like a regular American. It's different. So don't use that because you really don't like the person that bad. You got to think about the people at the bottom. Because guess what? They're going to lose votes because it's a lot of people that identify with what I'm talking about on this live. It's a lot of people that identify with it. It's a lot of people that understand. It's a lot of people that are in business, but have a heart. So Donald Trump, you gotta watch what you're doing. And J.D. Vance, DeSantis, Governor Greg Abbott, Marco Rubio. Y'all gotta watch what y'all doing, man. Because y'all next up. And y'all gotta show some empathy. Y'all gotta show that y'all love the people. Y'all gotta show that, okay, I'm successful and I got gratitude and I love helping people. Y'all gotta understand that. Don't fall up into that trap because y'all gonna fuck around and lose, bro. Y'all gonna fuck around and lose a whole lot of voters. People are not just concerned about yes, the stock market is at all-time highs. Average people like me that work, that earn, spend less, and invest, that love the investments, we love helping people, bro. That's what he's not realizing about people that invest. Investors like helping people. Majority of them. So you don't fuck around and lose something. So they got to pay attention to what they're doing. All behind an ego. All behind an attitude. That's a flaw. That's a flaw. I don't give a damn how much money you got. That's a flaw. Money ain't everything. But the way you treat other people, how you help other people, means more than money. Means more than assets. And if he thinks it don't, guess what God will do? He might not see the loss right now, but guess what's gonna happen? Listen to the OG. It'll show up in his grandkids, it'll show up in his great grandkids, and one of them, eventually down the line, all that shit gonna catch up. Cause guess what? Life is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Life is a marathon. It's not a sprint. You might not see it. Don Jr. them might not see it. Barron might not see it. God worked in mysterious ways. It might be 4 or 5 generations down the line. Just because you didn't show no empathy for the people, God works in mysterious ways and take everything y'all got, and you'll be back down here with everybody else. Donald Trump, you better listen to the OG. I know you'll never see this, but you never know these days. You better listen to the OG. I'm giving you some game. You gotta have empathy. You can't be selfish. So with that being said, chat, I'm gonna end it right here. I love and I appreciate y'all, everybody that came through and rock with me. I really, really, really appreciate you. Sam, we should open up the government to fund these programs. Absolutely. Marco Rubio's little twerk. Cunt said, hi, hey, what's up, cunts? Appreciate y'all for coming. Frederick Hayes. Linda, hey, what's going on? I haven't got kids. I've got children. Same thing. That's actually not saying much. What are you, about 25 or 30? What's not saying much, Mary? What's not saying much? You must have was talking about the part where I was talking about immigration. What are you talking about, Mary? I'm gonna stay on a little bit longer. What are you talking about, Mary? What are you talking about? Something I said you didn't like? Mary, you didn't come in and say hi. No. Mary, you didn't come in and say hi, how you doing? What's going on? None of that. You must not be having a good day, Mary. You must not be having a good day. I'm not trying to say much. I'm just trying to say what it is from my point of view, from what I think and what I know. So I think I'm ending right here, guys. Nobody else commenting. We got 14 people in the building. Appreciate y'all for coming. Mary had a, that's funny. Mary had a little lamb. That's funny. Roddy, that's funny, man. Matter of fact, that's the first time I smiled today. You made my day. Appreciate you coming in and making me kind of happy because I feel some type of way, bro. I feel some type of way about Donald Trump can easily transfer those funds so people and kids and military veterans, disabled military veterans can, get the food stamps because that's not cool. Watch out. I seen a ghost in front of you. The ghost of Willie James is real. The ghost of Willie James. He's a real regular in the Stock Sniper home. I haven't seen the ghost of Willie James in a long time, though. That might be my grandfather as well. World War I veteran. Might be my grandpa. They evil, bro, for real. Yeah, they is, man. That's a cold lick. I couldn't, if I know that I'm the most powerful man in the world, right? And something gotta be wrong with me if I want to see people go without eating, particularly kids and senior citizens and disabled veterans. Like, something has to be wrong with me. Yeah. That's why I say, guys, y'all, we got to understand. I talk about investing. I talk about exercising a lot. I talk about earn, spend less, and invest. But I'm glad I always bridge looking out for other people, bro, because that's what it's about. Earn, spend less, and invest in helping other people. Somebody in the comment yesterday, chat, said the world is coming to an end. You got these billionaires, guys, these new billionaires these days, it seems like they don't give a fuck about nobody, man. I hate the curse, chat, but it seems like they don't care about nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like what happened to Warren Buffett, the Warren Buffett type billionaires that actually care about somebody, that actually want to help people? What happened to those type of billionaires? These 20, 25 billionaires, man, they don't care about nobody. And that's a cold lick. And guess what's going to happen, though? What they don't understand is that they bloodline is going to pay for that. That they bloodline, it might be 10 generations down, but they bloodline is going to pay for it, guys. Because God don't like ugly. He don't. So with that being said, I think I'm gonna end it right here, guys. I appreciate y'all for joining me. Thank you. Let's see where he at. Where he at? Roding, I think that's your name. Appreciate you. You made me laugh, bro. Thank you. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank you, Ronnie, for coming in and making making me laugh a little bit because I've been upset. Cause I've been upset. I've been upset. I've been disappointed too. So with that being said, I love and I appreciate y'all guys. Make sure you earn, spend less, and invest. Teach it to your kids. Teach it to your grandkids. And then help somebody else. So with that being said, I love and I appreciate y'all. To the next one. This is episode 134 of The Walk Down. To the next one, I love and I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great evening. I'm out.